Hello everyone, welcome to another segment of intellectual brainstorming and academic excellence. My name's David Oni and my YouTube channel is David Oni Wiz. We want to use this medium to say a very big kind thank you to our returning subscribers, and if you have not subscribed to our channel, I beg go subscribe now. And when you subscribe, you'll be one of the first people that whenever we upload a video on YouTube, that you'll be able to watch it first. And we want you to also leave a comment on how to serve it better. And please don't forget to share our videos. And today I'm going to be talking about something different, something dynamic as usual, like we always do. You agree with me that this lecture has been impacting people's life positively, and it has been making a very positive impact in people's life in the sense that people are now learning on how to invest their money and put their money in the right channel. And today I'll be talking about biggest mistakes that we need to avoid in life. The biggest mistakes that we need to avoid in life. You know, you ask me, what are the biggest mistakes that people usually do? One of the biggest mistakes that people do is that people still believe that age is still on their side, that today I'm 1 year old, 2 years, 3 years, that it takes a very long time before they can reach the level of adolescence and transcend into what we call adulthood. But I can bet you time does not wait for anybody. You don't have that leisure time, you don't have that time for yourself, and that is why at this point in time you need to take the bull by the horn and take that drastic action when it is actually needed. So one of the biggest mistakes that people make is that they believe that age is on their side. So unfortunately, they end up getting old and not achieving anything in life. But we need to avoid that because these mistakes have been made by our fathers, by our fathers, our grandfathers who believed in what in the that there's still time on their side, and they engage in what in frivolous fun every day. And this problem is compounded by the fact that there are a lot of people engage in what I call procrastination. They keep postponing things. That I have time, I have time, I have time. Before you know it, time is gone. So in when you talk about liabilities and talking about investment, there are two different opposing sides. You understand now? So in terms of asset and liability, there are two different opposing sides, and time is essential in both of them. You ask me, what is liability, what is an asset? Something that can generate revenue for you, that can generate income for you, is an asset. And something that can take away your money is a liability. Do you understand now? In a very simple term. So that is asset, that is liability. So so both of them are very essential. So time is the greatest asset. So when you talk about asset, you need to link it with time. So for those that actually put their money into asset management, they use time judiciously. They use time pragmatically. They use time in a positive manner. But for those that actually engage or do what we call liability, they use the time wrongly. So you need to learn how to use your time effectively. A lot of people today are very old, and if you ask them what have they been able to achieve in life, they cannot be able to pinpoint a lot of things. They cannot even be able to pinpoint one thing, because why? They fail to plan for the future. So a lot of them, they in those days or even now, we still have some old people among us that they believe that they have a nice houses, they have nice cars, they have plenty of wives, and they have plenty of children, and they believe that that is an asset. That's not an asset. It's actually what I call a liability. A liability. So they have the privilege then, even now, but they engage in what? In fun. They see life as fun, that they are actually enjoying themselves. They go to nightclubs, they drink to stupor, they engage in things that will not add value to their life. They, buy things or, acquire things that will become a liabilities to them. And at the end of the day, they cannot be able to pinpoint anything in their life. Now, a lot of these things that these people have actually acquired, that is not adding value to their life, they become liabilities. So at young age, a lot of people, they have careers. You have someone now, what do you want to become? It will tell you, I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, I want to become this, I want to become that. It's a very good thing to have a career, in order to make a lot of money. They have either, they are either, employee, self-employed, or big business owners, or professional investors, and that's the area I'm actually going into. So you have those that are actual employees. Employees are those that are working for somebody that they are being paid wages or salary at the end of the month. Then when you talk about somebody that is self-employed, is someone that is doing his own business. Then when you talk about somebody that owns a big business, you are talking about someone that actually employs some quantity of people to work for him and is paying them at the end of the month. Then when you talk about an investor is somebody that puts his money into something, into a compound, and at the end of the day, at the end of the year, or at the end of the years, or so many years, is going to get something in return for himself. Is actually earning money for himself. Now, if you categorize these people, you can classify them into Into two places: employee and self-employed, and big businesses, and the professional investors. If you ask me, even though you have a career, I will choose a big business owner and the what and investors. So a lot of youths, unfortunately, we what are well contented with being an employee and being a self-employed. You understand now? But you understand that if you are at that level, the probability for you to actually attain the level of of being a big business owner and also an investor is reduced to the barest minimum. So a lot of you today, they will choose what we call they will choose the employee and being self-employed. But it is very important for you to have a change of a mindset, because if you ask me the question, which one is more profitable to you as a youth, I would choose a big business owner and a professional investors. You understand now? Though being a big business owner is very complicated, very complex, and it takes time, including being an investor. But with time management, effective time management, and that's where time also comes in. With effective time management, you can always get there. And don't forget, I told you that when you talk about investor, we're talking about investing over a period of time, not 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. We're talking about investing over a period of time where you are going to have what we call a compounded profit. Because if you are investors and you put your money into investment, you are going to have compounded profit, because your profit will be growing and growing and growing and growing over a period of time. So a lot of people focus on on employee and being self-employed. They want to do what they love. Do you understand now? They want to do what they love. But it's very important that sometimes you have to do what you hate for you to be able to achieve what you want in life. You ask me, why would you have to say that? That you have to do what you hate. You have to do what you hate. That statement is very, very, it carries weight. Now, I will explain it. Now, what it means in a very simple term is that you have to make a sacrifice. A sacrifice. You have to make a sacrifice. So sometimes you have to do what you hate to achieve what you wanted in life, to achieve your careers, to achieve your purpose, to achieve your dream, to become an investor, to become wealthy, to become rich. So you have to make a sacrifice. Now, for making a sacrifice, then you have to do away with what I call procrastination or postponement actions, because procrastination, it is the greatest enemy of man. You understand now? So when you procrastinate, you get trapped. You get trapped in in the circle of penury, in the circle of poverty, in the circle of impoverishment, in the circle of oi polloi, because at the end of the day, you will not be able to achieve your purpose. So to be wealthy, you need to have financial education. You see, again, financial education. Financial education is very important. Forget about what you read in university. Forget about what they teach you in the secondary school. In fact, I'm looking at very soon, by God's grace, we'll be organizing seminars in schools, where we'll be going to secondary schools, where we need to catch this youth young. You understand now? Because a lot of our Nigerian youth, they are engaged in in drug addiction, in crime and all those things that will not profit their life. You understand that they engage in gambling, they engage in street fights and all those nefarious activities that would definitely destroy their life if care is not taken. So we need to take these things away from them and introduce something that will make a change in their life, that will make a change in their life. And that's what we're talking about. So we need to make a change in their life. So we need to have financial education to be able to be well informed and well guided in financial area or aspect of life. So For you to be able to achieve this, you need to have passion. You need to do away with what we call greediness, because greediness is an enemy, is also an enemy of what? Of a anti-investment, because a lot of people, they want it fast, 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 fast. We have what we call materialistic possession, that if you don't have this, you don't have that, the people will not recognize you, or they will not give you the respect that you deserve. But you can put that respect aside, you can put that recognition aside, and fight for your future first, because the future is where the wealth is actually in. You understand now? So you need financial education for wealth creation. So richest people today, they own businesses, and they also invest their money in what? In the real estate, in mutual funds, in ETF, that is equity trust fund, in stock, in bonds, in savings, in commodities like gold, silver, food, oil, and the rest of them. They make investment, and they are making money today. Look at Elon Musk, look at Mark Zuckerberg, look at these guys. They are millionaires today. But if you ask them, how did they start? They started from somewhere. But with patience, they were able to achieve their purpose. And you ask them again, did they procrastinate? No, procrastination was not in their dictionary, because they wanted to achieve something in life. So a lot of people don't want to learn. That's the problem with the youth. I have this problem with the youth today. You tell them something, this is the right way, but they are not ready to listen to you. They believe in what? In the social media. They believe in watching YouTubes. They believe in watching somebody dancing naked, somebody dancing seductively, somebody dancing in an amorous relationship, something that will not profit or add any value to their life. These are the things they watch. They watch those things that will not add value to their lives. And I wish one day they can change their orientation and actually what? Focus their mind and attention into things that can actually value their life. So they need to remove procrastination, because it is the greatest enemy of time. So if you want to become wealthy today, if you want to create wealth for yourself, if you want to be rich, if you want to become somebody significant in life, if you don't want to beg in the future, if you don't want a situation where you have to look up to somebody before you can feed, where you have to queue for food every day before somebody can feed you, if you want a life full of bliss and happiness and fulfillment, then the time is now. You must invest your money. You must put your money into stock, into ETFs, into mutual funds, into money markets, and be generating money for yourself. Like I said, becoming wealthy is not a day's job. It takes some years. So you have to be patient. And don't forget, continue to stock, continue to put, continue to nurture, continue to add more and more and more and more. And at the end of the day, after some years, you'll be so surprised by the amount of money you are going to realize for yourself. And by so doing, you can guarantee your future. You can guarantee your future. So don't let us make the mistakes of our fathers. Let's avoid that mistakes. And the time for us to avoid those mistakes is to do away with procrastination and take the bull by the horn and decide the future for ourselves and make up our mind that today we are going to be wealthy. I have made up my mind. I don't know about you. You need to make up your mind that you are going to be wealthy as well. It is time, and that time is what is now. Let's avoid this mistake of procrastination. Let's avoid the mistake of what? Of greed. Let's avoid the mistake of what? Of not planning. Because if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So let's avoid those mistakes. And I can guarantee you, if you put your money in the right channel, you will surely smile at the end of the day. On this note, I'm going to end my lecture on the greatest mistake that people are making. And if you have not subscribed, I beg, make you subscribe now. If you never subscribe now, I beg, because subscribe to our video. And apart from that, share our videos, and don't forget to leave your comment on how to serve you better. This year 2024, we are going to make it. You are going to make it. All of us are going to make it. We will not beg before we eat. You understand now? So let us plan for the future together. And at the end of the day, at the end of the tunnel, there will be light, because they say weeping may endure for a night, but joy will surely come in the morning. So it might look as if you are putting you are doing it now, and man, you have to put some sacrifice. Sometimes you have to go hungry. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a lot of things for yourself to get that thing. But I can bet you at the end of the day, you will surely smile and you will testify. Thank you so much for watching our videos. To our returning subscribers, we say a very big thank you. God bless you all. Till we see next time, I remain your humble, loyal servant, David Oni. Thank you, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.